toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So West Virginia's offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lay. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gallagher. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. At midfield, he's got to move. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Mountaineers are marching down the field.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really
ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Breaks the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it's...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never really got that.
That's my drag route 25 yards downfield. Jesus Christ.
Well, they were probably thinking four-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Pucks it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He's got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Or be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. On the ground, it's Lay.
Oh, my God.
Smashes through the tackle. The 20. Just what they were looking for.
Jesus.
A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Oh, my God.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hauls it in. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Oh, damn.
It's Gallagher. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Cook.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run.
Jesus Christ, what the hell blocking was that?
3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Freaking guard was supposed to take out the linebacker.
They weren't able to get that one
Yeah,
off.
hit the-
It'll be a delay of game.
I hit freaking timeout. What the hell?
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. There he goes.
It's got to be holding on that.
Knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They want to run this quarterback.
He's holding.
He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Oh my God, really?
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Jesus Christ.
The Jayhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hunt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Rides the back and leaves it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Mountaineers in the hurry up. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's gone. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to.
Oh my God, what the? They can't get away from their offensive line.
Man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake.
Shit.
Fires to the wideout.
Totally missed. Bit on the run.
They are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Moss. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Using his legs, it's Stewart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback.
One-arm tackle, really?
Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Oh, fuck off.
To throw, it's Bowling. Throws.
Oh, my God. Really?
They'll miss the connection here on third down.
Damn.
Here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Not getting clean tackles.
They just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
And he catches that. Of course he does.
It's Gallagher.
Of course.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
No!
Oh, he's got some space.
The wrong button.
Quick step and go. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run.
All my guys are literally moving out of the way.
Touchdown Mountaineers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's
Unbelievable.
time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave
Why are
yourself
they all
a
moving
chance
out
now.
of the
Now
way?
Defense, go out, do your job. We got the
Retarded
moment.
way to
If
say
you give
it.
me the ball back,
Holy
I'm
shit.
gonna win. Let's go, defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
Oh my God. Runs straight into
I think if
his
you
freaking ass on that. Holy shit.
For a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On the ground, it's Stewart. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Now on.
A lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go
What?
to the ground. And he never had a
What in the hell is my guard doing?
as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running
This shit makes no sense.
on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. To the air, it's Bowley. Get it out on the screen. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton.
What?
Not
Okay.
nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This drive will open from the 15. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Who did I miss out on? Ooh, these guys are back on my board. Fortunately, this motherfucker's gone. What matchup do I got?